You know when you sit down to have a meal and suddenly your YouTube recommended page has nothing to show you? I'm gonna fix that issue hopefully today. What I did was I made a list of YouTubers that you guys probably haven't seen or heard of before and that I feel like you guys would like. And so yeah, let's get into it. You probably recognize this guy. I feel like a lot of us grew up with him. If you don't know him, his name is Rhino. But he started making videos again recently on his like singular personal channel, and they're all like motivational plus storytelling, but they have that Rhino humor that you know he has if you've ever watched his other channels. They, as you can see, have very strong titles, and this one here, his first one back, really got me to click.
Because I was looking in the mirror and I was like, starting to get spooked out, like, whoa. So I thought I was supposed to go downhill, but I keep getting better and it's troubling. So pray for me.
And just like that shit right there, you can already tell it's got that Rhino humor to it that, I mean, no one else can really replicate. You know, that's why they get views. That's why I'm recommending it. Like, we all kind of wish we could do what he does. But what I'm going to do today to, like, really prove why you should go give him a watch is I'm going to look over this one video from him. It's called You're Watching Everyone But Yourself, which just in itself, that's a really strong title. It's a really strong phrase. But essentially what he speaks on is there are people that know every single bit of drama that's going on the Instagram model or on Twitch or anything that's going on social media wise, but they don't know how to fix the issues in their own life simply because they decide to consume other people's lives through internet more than they produce in their own life in real life.
You gotta stop the consumption and then actually go and live your own life. You're seeing this one girl live this aesthetic NYC lifestyle. She just moved to NYC and they put the little ice in it and fucking mix it up and shit, and it's aesthetic as fuck.
And all, you know, stupid jokes and analogies aside, what he's saying is valid, but also it reminds me of what this one comment says, and it just points out the fact that streamers are getting so much attention all day long from people that, as the most like literal definition, they're consuming another person's life and kind of living it vicariously as their own life, but it's not their life. They're not producing, right? They're only consuming. And for this, the video that I'm showing specifically, that's what it's about, but each one has its own thing. So each one is, you know, its own set of stories and just perspective and all that. But he also showed this clock that I wanted to show to you guys. I thought it was pretty cool. He thought it was pretty cool. The stuff like that just gives personality, makes the video a lot better, which you can always appreciate. I almost feel like I'm giving too much time to this video, but this last clip, I feel like, has a really strong message and also is just, it has a funny ending to it. So last one I'm going to show for this video, then we're moving to the next one.
Imagine someone had been secretly recording your entire life for the past 30 days. And it had to be played up on the big screen. Is that some shit you would want anyone to see? Probably the fuck not. Mine would be a lot of me being naked.
And just in case, you know, not everyone is into those types of videos, I have this other channel here if you're into more like science, nature, academic. He makes storytelling videos on history of specific like places, specific geography, right? But they're just super professionally made and they're, you know, they're made to be very entertaining.
In the spring of 1799, a reindeer herder in Siberia named Osip Shumikov notices a strange dark mass melting out of an icy riverbank. The next summer he returns. More of the mass is visible, but not enough to tell what it is. The third year, something new has emerged. A tusk. After another 2 years, the ice has completely melted and revealed what was true.
And his videos are like 30 minutes long of straight storytelling, so there's no way I'm going to be able to give like a full essay over one of those videos. But I'll give like a short summary of this one just to give you an idea of what they're like. After introducing that idea about, you know, what's hidden under the ice and how they found it and when they found it, he starts speaking about how he brings this professional into his videos from time to time that is also doing this one. I'll let you see that.
Project.
So what is the plan for today's objective?
So we're going to be working on the Daniels and Lynch Glacier, the Daniel is really the last glacier in this Clay Elm River watershed up here. Then the Lynch Glacier is one of the remaining glaciers in the Skycomish River watershed, one of three. So we go up there and we measure the actual amount of melt.
It's very professional, but it's also very like laid back and calm and relaxing. So if that's what you're into, you know, that's definitely the type of video for you. They actually go to the source of what they're talking about, plus his professional editing and storytelling, and it just makes for a video that you would never skip if you're into those types of topics. Personally, I like really learning about history of cultures that aren't European, and this other video I wanted to show is on that, so I'm going to let you see the intro to that.
Even 80 million years, when this landmass became isolated from the rest of the world. This was the last major landmass to be settled by humans, one of the most isolated places on Earth. And in that isolation, it's evolved into something completely...
That one is called Forest at the Bottom of the World. The first one was called Hiding, or What's Hiding in the Glaciers. So either of those, if you really like those, or want to see what else he has, because it's all, you know, similar to that, go check it out. But to continue to glaze, it's the high quality edits and cinematography on the screen, and it works together to keep you visually engaged and connected to the story, and then, you know, mentally engaged to the story, because he knows how to tell the story so well. And you really got to watch the full video or any of his videos to really understand. But if you didn't like what I showed you, you probably wouldn't like it from watching the full video. Before we get to the last group of YouTubers that I have for this video to show you, I wanted to show some stuff about the algorithm, since just starting up, thought it'd be interesting. My last video flopped super hard, and apparently my channel is getting recommended to brain rot Roblox YouTubers, which is not ideal. Something about this video apparently shouts Roblox brain rot. I can't understand that, but hopefully it gets fixed with due time, and potentially some more uploads. But on the same note, my TikTok and YouTube Shorts are doing pretty good. That comment that I looked at earlier was actually from that YouTube short, so yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. YouTube is definitely something that takes time, so I'm not at all concerned with anything that I'm seeing. I feel like especially the algorithm is so important, and I think that just with more videos, that'll resolve itself. Right now, it's obviously not in my favor. I don't know exactly when I'm going to stop doing these segments where I like speak over my channel and my progress with it. I think as soon as I get everything down and I get kind of consistent views, this will go away. But for right now, I think that there's beauty in losing and learning from your mistakes. So I'm gonna keep doing it, document it. This last one is a group of YouTubers. In terms of having something to watch from them, there's always going to be something to watch. You might have seen them before, but they're called OSCS. You know, if you know Jason the Ween from the FaZe Boys, these are kind of like his boys, his homies. There's like 3 or 4 of them that consistently put out lots of content and good content for you to watch. First thing they have is their main group channel where they make videos as a group together. You know, it has that excited group type vibe. Arky has a lot of YouTube videos. We'll get back to him in a second though. Sansi streams usually, but also has YouTube videos, and Yugi be putting in pain. There's always something to watch from him. And there's Nas. He does a lot more like music related content, but he always also has something posted. With this group, they all kind of bounce off each other with content, and you always have between all of them something new to watch, and it's always something different. You know, it's not all super high energy, but there's definitely high energy stuff. So whatever you're looking for, there's someone in this group that's posted it recently. Something really cool that they have for anyone that's not overly online is that if you go to the description on their YouTube channel, they have this website which shows you anyone who's live and then it also has links to the members' channels. Let's take a look at, like, just example. Here's one of their streams. Let's go to Arky. It'll just take you to it. Right now, as I'm recording this, it's the streamer games, and see what he's doing. He's doing a stream with Senna, but there's just like there's always something going on between all of them, and more importantly, it is a link to all of their channels. So if you're really like dying for content, you just click through a link or two, and there's got to be a new video somewhere between 9 people. That being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one was a little bit more laid back compared to my last one, but I thought it was something meaningful that people would like to see. The mic's been really shitty this whole video, and I've also had a stuffy nose, so I apologize for the audio. Another thing I'd like to add is this video game in the background. I was thinking about making a video on nostalgic things. I might still do that, just not doing it with this one. If there's any recommendations to what games I should play, put them in the comments. But with that being said, that's the end of this video, and I appreciate you watching.